This is Spencer Colgan from Spencer Colgan is Wallpaper. And one of the problems with Grasscloth is that they give you about 2 sheets of wall covering for every roll of wallpaper. So if you have 25 yards of space you need to cover, they'll sell you 4 rolls that aren't enough to cover your walls with full sheets. It's one of the problems with Grasscloth. And so every roll, you get 2 full sheets, whether your walls are 8 or 9 feet. And then you have a 4 to 6 foot piece of wallpaper that's left for waste. And it's something that the wallpaper companies, I think, are disingenuous when they manufacture this wall covering. The average wall is 8 to 10 feet. Therefore, the average roll of wallpaper for Grasscloth should be at least 30 feet long in full rolls of wall covering. But it's not the case. Consequently, you get 2 full sheets of wall covering that'll cover 8 to 10 feet, and then you're left with a piece of scrap. So, although we ordered the wallpaper to finish the rest of the wall, I decided to show you how to splice Grasscloth. And I've done a few videos on splicing wall covering. And it works very well with paper and vinyl. But what about when you have to join 2 different pieces of Grasscloth? How do you do that? Well, Grasscloth varies from one to the other. This particular Grasscloth has ribbons of about 5/16 of an inch that are inserted into this threading. And so every half an inch or so you can bend it. You see where the margins come out and it kind of bends into a nice straight line. What I decided to do was cut along one of those perforated edges and cut straight along one of these lines. And I'm going to join the wall covering with, I'm going to sister it up with another piece, cut from a different roll. Let's see how we do. Now, if the wall covering didn't have such nice straight lines in it, what I would do is, and I put this tape up here to show you, I would simply take my wallpaper, put it on top of the tape, and do what's called a double cut. And I've shown you how to do that on different videos. If you just YouTube how to double cut wallpaper, you'll see my videos. So this is a perfectly square cut. This is not a factory cut, although it looks like one. It's just simply my blade cutting along the sections that the Grasscloth has in it naturally. But that's a factory edge, so is this one. This is my seam that I made, and I'm joining it up to another straight piece of wallpaper. So let's see. I have my wallpaper isolated on each side. I don't want glue on it. Okay? And so now I'm going to try to not only join the left to the right, I'm now going to join the top to the bottom. Let's see how I do. I'm protecting my wallpaper with tape. We don't want glue on it. It's bad enough we have a seam. We don't want a dark mark from the glue. So let's see how we do. Now you have to be a little crafty here. Since we've severed the wallpaper, we've also severed the threads that keep the Grasscloth in place. But don't forget, it's glued to the backing. It's not like it's going to come off, but we have to straighten out these frayed edges before we finish this off. And so we're going to have to use a little glue for that. reason why this tape doesn't stay down that well is you don't want it to. It doesn't have a lot of stickiness on it. We don't want any glue residue from the tape on the grass cloth. All it's really there to do is protect the grass cloth from getting glue on it. And that's why our tape is not failing. It's just there to hold it on, and the wind sometimes knocks it off. But this is fine. What we're doing here is fine. If you use too sticky a tape, you'll see, if you look on a different angle, you'll see that you left some glue residue on it from the tape itself. So don't use an aggressive tape. Now we want to make sure that this piece is in place, because once we cut it, that's it. You want to get really close, make sure that it's joined, okay? Okay, so far, she's looking good. Looking good. Okay. With any wall covering that you're cutting at the bottom against woodwork, here's a little tip for you. This will keep the wall covering in the corner, it will. But when you start the blade, you need to use your knife first. Penetrate it. Don't rely on this to make your blade land in the proper place. You might wind up short. So I like to penetrate the wallpaper first, then put my guide down. There's a big difference. If you do it the other way, when you make your cut, you'll see that sometimes you'd cut it too short. Okay, good with that. Let's see. I contain it, it's my way of throwing it out. Let's see how we did. Let's remove our Band-Aid. All right. And let's see how we did. You see, the wallpaper companies are making money. I don't like this about the wallpaper companies. They know how long the average wall is. We should get 3 sheets out of a roll of wallpaper. If the average wall is 8 to 10 feet, then the average roll of grass cloth has to be 30 to 33 feet. Otherwise, you're winding us up with half of a wall of wallpaper with which we can't do anything. And that's not fair. Okay, so folks, please bring them up close. Show them the seam here. Okay? And show them the seam here. Now, here's what I'm gonna do. The only imperfection that you're looking at right now is the frayed edges. But how we're gonna do that? Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a brush, paintbrush, and we're gonna brush these hairs into place. And I'm going to use a very light glue to keep them in place so that they don't move. Okay? Now, if you have cats, you'll see that you can do a grass cloth repair when they start scratching at your grass cloth. They like the sound of it. And you can also do a repair on grass cloth. And it involves making sure that these strings go back in place. So there you have it, folks. This is splicing grass cloth. And I think you can see that you can successfully splice grass cloth. I didn't do the conventional double cut. If I did not have these very nice panels, these 5/16 of an inch panels, I would have simply overlapped it with the tape, as you saw, protecting it, and then just took a straight, horizontal, perfectly level straight edge and double cut through it, just like I do on vinyl or paper, and come up with this result. But what I was using here was the factory cut perforations. I simply cut one out perfectly straight, and look at how nice and neat it meets up, right? And that's one of the important things about painting an undercoat underneath your grass cloth, so that your seams have the same color underneath them when they, if and when they should fracture. After the liquid in your glue evaporates, you'll see a slight shrinkage of the wall covering that sometimes, not always, leaves a slight fracture at the seam. So we took care of that with painting the undercoat green. So there you have it. This is Spencer Colgan from Spencer Colgan's Wallpaper, showing you how to splice grass cloth. That I've never done on video before for you, but now you have it. If you like the video, click on like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the little bell so you get all the future videos. Thanks for watching, and have a happy new year for 2019.